It's July the 13th, and this is your Pacific Palisades real estate market update. I'm James Respondek with Rodeo Realty. I've sold hundreds of homes to generations of Palisadians. Here is this week's important market activity. Just sold on the front row of the Village Bluffs, 15313 Via de las OLAS. Now this is the front row street. Doesn't get any better than this. Next stop, Pacific Ocean. This sold for $10 million, and it's a 4,000 square foot, beautifully redone traditional home on a 7,200 square foot lot. Pretty nice. Just sold off market in the El Medio Bluffs, 15950 Temecula. I love this. This is a kind of a short little street, so you don't get a lot of traffic on it. This house sold for $6,250,000. It's 4,600 square feet. I think it's around a 2019. And the lot size is 6,800 square feet. Just sold in the Highlands, 1116 CUMBRE ALTA. This house has fabulous views down through the canyon to the ocean, all across to the mountains. A really spectacular view. $5,235,000, 5,421 square feet. This was built around 1987, but redone and had a really nice feel, had a nice little pool and a jacuzzi, had a lower level with a home theater. At the end of a cul-de-sac, very quiet. This was a nice deal. So what do you get in the Highlands? That's fabulous, isn't it? Just sold in the Pacific View Estates. This is near the Getty Villa, last stop of the Palisades before you hit Malibu, Sunset Mesa, 401 SURFVIEW Drive. One of the originals, it's about 3,000 square feet. The lot's a nice size, 14,000, and it had really nice ocean views. You know, when I first saw this, I thought the views are better than this. It's because it had a hedge there that should have been trimmed, but I think people saw beyond that. It sold $150,000 over the ask for $4,450,000. Did need work. Here's another one just sold in Pacific View Estates, 18008 Sandy Cape Drive. This sold $480,000 over the ask for $4,379,000. It was only on the market for 11 days. This had a really kind of cool mid-century feel, needed work, but it had a pool, nice lot. The lot is $15,000, the house is $3,700. What I really liked about this is that there was a separate staircase that went up to this like separate guest house studio with its own living room and bathrooms and kitchenette and all that. Pretty cool setup. Just sold in Sunset Mesa, which is technically Malibu. We call it Paliboo or Palisades. 3711 Surfwood Road, around a little under 3,000 square feet, 5,800 square foot lot, sold for $3.1 million. It was only in the market for 12 days. Not bad. Just sold in the Upper Riviera, 1682 San Onofre Drive. Now San Onofre is that street that has all the killer houses on it, or a lot of them. Particularly the one that sold for $83 million, a little like last year. You've also got some celebrities that live on that street. I won't mention their names because that would be indiscreet. But there are some very cool, and there's some amazing new construction going on this street. So this is right on the corner of San Onofre and the street that it intersects with, Altamira. 1682 San Onofre sold for $6,550,000. Now this had been on the market for 156 days, so there you go. And the original ask was $8 million. So, what do you think about that? Just sold in the Highlands, 17190 Avenida de Santa YNEZ. Sold for $2.8 million, and it's 3,400 square feet. Has a very grand living room, has beautiful canyon and mountain views, and it has its own yard and pool, and it's got woods in there that some of the wood treatments have a very rich feel about it. It does back up to Pali Drive, and so you might get a little bit of noise there, but still, what a value. $2.8 million for 3,400 square feet with a pool and a view. Not bad. And here is just sold off market, 1050 Iliff Street, sold for $3.3 million. It's a tear down. It's a 6,500 square foot lot. So there you go. We know that the 6,500 footers in the alphabets are 3.3. Just listed now in the Upper Riviera, 1505 Umeo Road. Now Umeo is kind of like it's a funky street that's off of Capri and Amalfi. It's kind of interesting, but what's really nice about it is it's on the rim. Okay, so you really get nice views back into Rivas Canyon and those mountains back there. So you're really like, where are you? You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. This house is listed for $13 million. It's 6,250 square feet. It's a Mediterranean. They're calling it transitional. It's in excellent, excellent condition, but quite frankly, it left me feeling a little kind of like there was not a lot of emotion or soul in it. So I don't know. It's probably just decor or whatever, but it's, you know, that's it. Just listed on 13741 Romney Drive. This is also a rim feeling property with rim views back to the mountains. $6.5 million, and you get a 13,000, almost 13,000 square foot flat lot. Very quiet. It's a cul-de-sac. Frankly, the house is probably a tear down, so you'll see a nice new house going up there. Just listed in the Village Bluffs, 561 Mount Holyoke. This is an interesting property. It's a tear down. It's one lot. It's two lots with one APN. So you're going to have to put the other APN on it if you want to do two houses. 110 foot frontage. So you could have two 55 footers. I believe it narrows a little bit in the back, and it also slopes down in the back, but it does have really nice views, and it's a great location. Listed at $4.8 million for the two. Just listed in the Alphabet Street, 754 Iliff Street, listed at $2,795, a 5,750 square foot lot with a cottage, a 1,300 square foot cottage on it. And last but not least, this is a great property. I've shown it already. 14943 Alva Drive, it's in the Huntington. Alva is a short little street in the Huntington, which I like those short little streets because you don't get much traffic on them. And this is listed for $4,997, okay? It has its own pool. It's an 8,500 square foot lot with a 2,700 square foot house. The house, by the way, is in really nice shape, and it's got a nice feel about it. So probably not the highest and best use for the Huntington for that lot, but if in the interim, or if that's all you need, it's pretty nice, and it's the least expensive property in the Huntington. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and if you're looking to find the perfect property, because I know everything that's on the market plus things that aren't on the market, which could be good to know. Or if you're looking to sell your property in this hot market, and it's still hot, it's not white hot, but it's still hot, call me. I would love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.